State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. RPO complete to open the drive. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Makes the grab. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Houston going up tempo. They'll go right back to the run. Gets away from one, finds some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Connection to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to surge it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for 6. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And the Nittany Lions are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the single back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions move the chains with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. To the ground, he's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Pass to Stetson still on his feet. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Turning it on! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Penn State! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Just plowing ahead. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time on target. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Houston wants to play fast. No-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. wants to go up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it? Brings him to the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Weaver. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He tries to take the top off. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
What a great job in coverage by the linebacker that time. Zone defense in 3rd and long. He's just watching the QB, and you see his athleticism, able to get to the football and then swat it away.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Gonna run it. It's Hendricks. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. The DBs will back off a bit. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Houston. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Weaver. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Going to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up for 4 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Working the middle. It's complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. And just steamrolling the defense. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Lost to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why
He's got it at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Power ahead. Touchdown, Cougars. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Hendricks. Got enough for the first down. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Most efficient pickup of... It's on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Houston going up tempo. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Hendricks. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Penn State! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the tight end. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Unloads to the wideout. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Now on the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Cougars! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Tosses it incomplete.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy has had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Off the play fake. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got the quick pass. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Chester. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Offense set on 1st down. Not sure what good can come out of passing here. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.